everyone, welcome to the Book Splash Show. This is your host, Allie. If you've been to this channel, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, why hello. So this is my June book wrap up. So for the month of June, I've read the total of 5 books. So it's like 2 less than last month. So 2 less than I read in May, actually. So, because, we're in July. So hello, July. Goodbye, June. So let's get started on what I read. The first book before I start telling you what I read, the reason why I did digital for a while was because, when I show you what I read, is because I'd been doing my library summer reading challenge. And I'm stopping after I finished one book. So it's like, yeah, I read 5 books and I probably read 1 book in June, but it's not done yet. So let's get started. The first book I've read in June was Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, if you say his name. Oh my god, that's book 2 in the Arc of a Scythe trilogy. Probably one of his best so far of that trilogy. I can't wait for book 3 in November, but I'm not going to really get it from the library because there's going to be so many holds because it's so popular. So I'll probably ask for it for Christmas, and hopefully, fingers crossed, again, maybe I'll ask for the paperback so I can just reread in paperback and then get the third one, which is called The Toll. Yeah, I think it's called The Toll, and I'll just get that in hardcover for Christmas. And I give that rating a 5 out of 5 stars. An A+. The next book I read after Thunderhead was Sadie by Courtney Summers. Man, that was I swear, Sadie was probably the darkest mystery reads I've read this year. And I gave it a 4.7 out of 5 stars because it was just that good. It just wowed me. I'm not going to go into spoilers. I want to tell you what happened, but if some of you haven't read it, I don't want to spoil it for you if you want to read it, but I do highly recommend it. And that's also an A+. The third book I read in the month of June, is The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I thought it was okay. I wasn't too crazy with the book. I know some people love the book. I wasn't too crazy. I give it a 3.2 out of 5 stars, so that's like a C. Maybe a C-. But it was other than that, it was not that bad. I'm not saying it was terrible, just didn't wow me. But some of you that like it, hey, kudos to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has a different cup of tea. But if you're into like a romance and family from different sides, then yeah, you can definitely read the book if it's your cup of tea, but it wasn't really mine. With me, I try to make everything work as possible. That's my bad habit of mine, even though sometimes things don't work the way it should. So that's why the book didn't click with me as much than the other books have. The next book I read after The Sun is Also Stars is Paper Towns by John Green. Okay, let me tell you about why I didn't read John Green when I was in high school. I wanted to read it, but every single day I would come home from high school, have a horrifying migraine, and throw up before bed. So I never had the time. When I started high school, Paper Towns came out. And I couldn't read it because every single day I was getting sick. I was sick, I was throwing up with a migraine, and it's not good to read with a migraine. Trust me, I've been there, done that. So I finally got to read it. Now I want to watch the movie, and I gave that a 4.8 out of 5 stars. Really good read. That was a really good read. I was like laughing at some parts. Some parts I'm like frustrated, like, come on, do something, do something. So yeah, that's what I did. And the final book I read in the month of June is Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly. This one wowed me. So it's kind of like saying it takes on after, it's a dark fairy tale of Cinderella, but it takes on after the Cinderella fairy tale. It's on this evil stepsister Isabel, the youngest, who wants to be like Cinderella, but then find out beauty isn't always pretty. And the book that taught me was, don't get me wrong, I love the internet, I do, but every time, you like take a selfie or something like that and someone says you're pretty, it's kind of like they're giving you a poison apple and you bite into it. And the book tries to tell you, is it really worth biting into the poison apple? I'm not going to tell you what happens in the book, but you should read it. I give it a 4.9 out of 5 stars, which is an A+. Paper Towns was an A+ as well. Because I think I forgot to grade Paper Towns. Who knows? So those were the books I read in the month of June. The book I've read halfway, or partially in June. It's a library book. It's my last one. Then I'm gonna go back to my regular books. Is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I think that's how you say her name. I am currently on page 189, chapter 30, and there's 91 chapters, and there's like 469 pages. So, yeah, I think I'm almost halfway. Yeah, I'm almost halfway. I'm almost done. I'm almost halfway there. So, that one's a good read so far. I probably would give it an A+ because I can't put it down. I just can't. So, yeah, those were my reads for the month of June. And I will see you again for another wrap up in the month of August. Hope y'all have a good month of June. Hope y'all have a good reading. But before I go, the books I highly recommend I read this year, this month. Last month. Oh my God, I can't speak. Sorry, guys. The books I recommend reading last month, highly recommend, is Thunderhead, but read Scythe first if you haven't read the Scythe trilogy, the 2 books from the Scythe trilogy yet. Read Scythe first, then Thunderhead. Then read I would also recommend Sadie. I'm sure everyone has read Paper Towns. Majority of you have. If you haven't, read that. If you like a good laugh. And I also recommend definitely read Stepsister. It will teach you that you don't always need to impress people online. Just be yourself. All right, other than that, I'll see you all again soon. Bye!